In the next 30 seconds, a wave the size of a 3-story building could hit this boat and drag you into water so cold your heart stops beating in 90 seconds. There is no ambulance, no hospital, no 911. The nearest Coast Guard is 2 hours away, if they can fly in this storm. The man next to you was working on deck 10 minutes ago. Now he's gone. Nobody saw him go overboard. Nobody heard him scream. The ocean swallowed him and didn't make a sound. This is crab fishing in the Bering Sea, the deadliest job in America, and you signed up for it. You're 19 years old. You're in a small town in Alaska, or maybe Oregon, or maybe Washington. There's nothing here. No jobs, no college fund, no plan. Your dad was a fisherman. His dad was a fisherman. The only thing this town makes is fish and broken people. Then your buddy tells you about crab season. He says his cousin went out on a crab boat last winter and came home with $30,000 in his pocket. 6 weeks of work. $30,000. That's more money than your mom makes in a year at the cannery. Your buddy says all you need is a strong back and the guts to show up. No degree, no resume, no interview. Just get on the boat. You find a captain looking for a greenhorn. That's what they call the new guy. The guy with no experience. The guy who doesn't know the difference between a king crab pot and a coffin. The captain looks you up and down, asks if you get seasick, and says, "Be at the dock at 4 a.m. Tuesday. Bring warm clothes. Don't bring anything you're not willing to lose." You don't ask what that means. You should have. Tuesday comes. 4 a.m. It's dark. It's 28 degrees. The wind is already screaming. The boat looks smaller than you expected. Maybe 120 feet. That's it. That's your world for the next 5 to 6 weeks. You, 5 other guys, a captain, and 250,000 square miles of the most violent ocean on planet Earth, the Bering Sea. Sitting between Alaska and Russia, it records more seismic activity than any other body of water on the planet. Earthquakes shake the ocean floor. Volcanoes erupt along the Aleutian chain. Waves reach 30 to 40 feet during storms, and storms aren't rare. Storms are the default. The water temperature hovers around 34 to 38 degrees Fahrenheit. If you fall in, you have 60 to 90 seconds before your muscles lock. 3 to 5 minutes before you lose consciousness. 10 minutes before you're dead. There is no treading water. There is only time. And you're heading into this on a boat loaded with 150 to 250 crab pots, each one weighing 600 to 800 pounds, stacked on deck, in the dark. On ice. Your first shift starts the moment you leave the harbor. And it doesn't stop. Crab fishing operates on a schedule that would be illegal in any other industry. Crews work 18 to 21 hours straight, sleep for 3 to 4 hours, then do it again, for weeks. There are no weekends, no days off, no breaks unless the captain says so. And the captain doesn't say so because every hour not fishing is money lost. Here's what you do for 18 hours. You bait the pots with herring and cod. You stack them. You push them off the deck into the water. Each one a 700-pound steel cage swinging from a crane on a pitching, rolling boat. One wrong step and that pot crushes you against the rail. One tangled line and it drags you overboard. You watch the pot disappear into black water and you pray it lands right. Then you do it again. And again, and again, hundreds of times. Then you wait, and then you haul them back. The hydraulic system pulls each pot up from the ocean floor to 400, 500, 600 feet down. The pot breaks the surface full of crab, water, ice, and debris. You grab it, swing it on deck, sort the keepers from the throwbacks, males over a certain size only, toss the rest back, stack the crab in the hold, rebait the pot, and send it back down. Every 5 to 10 minutes, For 18 to 21 hours, your hands are raw. Your gloves are soaked. The deck is coated in a layer of ice, slime, and crab guts. The boat rolls 15, 20, 30 degrees in every direction. You are standing on a surface that is actively trying to throw you into the ocean. One deckhand described it as working inside a washing machine that's trying to kill you, and the injuries are constant. Crushed fingers, broken ribs, herniated discs, torn rotator cuffs, hypothermia from spray that freezes the instant it hits your face. Fishermen have lost hands to winch lines, lost legs to shifting pots, lost eyes to snapping cables, and there's no doctor on board. If you break something, you tape it, take painkillers, and keep working. Or you get sent home with nothing, because you don't get paid a salary. You get paid a percentage of the catch. If the boat catches nothing, you make nothing. Zero. A greenhorn typically earns 6 to 8% of the boat's haul. If the boat catches $100,000 worth of crab, you make $6,000 to $8,000, minus food, gear, and license fees that come out of your cut. Some greenhorns have worked an entire 6-week season and gone home with $5,000. That's $5,000 for 6 weeks of 20-hour days in sub-freezing conditions on a boat that could sink at any moment. That works out to roughly $4 to $6 an hour. The most dangerous job in America pays less than minimum wage for the new guy. Experienced deckhands do better, $15,000 to $50,000 for a season. Some veterans pull $75,000 to $135,000 in a good year. Captains? Anywhere from $150,000 to $500,000. One captain on Deadliest Catch claimed he made $2.5 million in 11 days. But that's the fantasy. For every captain making millions, there are dozens of greenhorns making poverty wages while risking their lives every single shift. And people die. That's not dramatic language. That's the job description. The fatality rate for Alaskan crab fishermen has been measured at 80 deaths per 100,000 workers, to 26 times higher than the national average. In peak years during the 1990s, the Bering Sea crab fleet hit a fatality rate of 770 deaths per 100,000. 770. In the 1970s, the death rate for commercial fishermen soared to 75 times the national average. And crab fishing was 9 times more dangerous than that. Between 1990 and 1999, an average of 22 fishermen died in Alaska every year. 8 of those deaths per year came from the crab fleet alone, during seasons that lasted as few as 4 days. 4 days. 8 men dead. Because the old system was a derby, every boat raced to catch as much crab as possible in a tiny window. The clock was ticking. The money was on the line. And captains pushed crews beyond every human limit. Sleep was optional. Safety was secondary. The crab was everything. How do they die? Drowning to 76% of all fishing fatalities. A vessel capsizes in the storm. Ice builds up on the deck, the superstructure, the pots, adding thousands of pounds of weight above the waterline. The boat becomes top-heavy. One bad wave, and it rolls. Once a crab boat rolls past a certain angle, it doesn't come back. It goes over, and you're in the water, in the dark, in 35-degree water, with no one coming, or you fall overboard. 29% of fatalities. A wave sweeps the deck. A line catches your boot. You slip on ice. The ocean is right there, inches from where you're standing, and it only takes 1 second. The crew might not even notice you're gone until the shift change. By then, the boat is miles away. They changed the rules in 2005. The derby system was replaced by a quota system, giving boats more time, less pressure, smaller loads. Fatalities dropped from 8 per year to less than 1. The Coast Guard started doing stability checks before boats could leave the dock. It got safer, significantly safer. But safer in crab fishing still means one of the most lethal occupations on the planet. Because the Bering Sea doesn't care about regulations. The storms don't read the rulebook. And a 700-pound pod swinging from a crane on a rolling deck will kill you regardless of what year it is. And when the season's over, if you survived, you come home. Back to the small town. Back to nothing. You've got money in your pocket. Maybe $20,000, maybe $40,000 if it was a good season. And you spend it. Fast. Because what else is there? Some guys drink it. Some guys gamble it. Some buy trucks they can't maintain. And by March, the money's gone. And you start counting the months until October when the boats go out again. Because the only thing worse than being on that boat is being back here with nothing to show for it. And slowly, the job changes you. Your back hurts every morning. Your hands don't close all the way anymore. You flinch when you hear a cable snap on TV. You dream about the water. Not the pretty kind. The black kind that rises over the rail at 3 a.m. while everyone else is asleep. You don't talk about the guy who went overboard 3 seasons ago. Nobody does. You just pour another drink and watch the Weather Channel and wonder if this is the year you don't go back. But October comes, and the captain calls, and you pack your bag. Because your dad did this, and his dad did this. And you don't know how to do anything else. And $40,000 for 6 weeks is still more than you'll make in a year doing anything this town has to offer. Then one night, before you leave, your kid, maybe 10, maybe 12, asks you at dinner, "Dad, what's it like on the boat?" And you freeze, because what do you say? That the ocean tried to kill you every single day? That you watched a man disappear and nobody stopped working? That you sleep 3 hours a night and your hands bleed and you're one wave away from never coming home? You don't say any of that. You smile. You put your hand on his head and you say, "It's hard work, buddy, but someone's got to do it." And the cycle continues.